Are you on a ketogenic diet or looking to go on one? We are going to talk about the 5 best benefits of being keto.
Kind of a mouthful, isn't it?
It was, yeah. So go ahead. We're going to start off with weight loss.
Number one, weight loss, right? So I've lost 80 pounds within the first 9-10 months that I was on keto, and I've been able to maintain it for more than a year.
Right. And you are not the exception to the rule. I know you guys who have been following us have had tremendous success. We see it in the comments every time we shoot a video.
We talked to a couple people out at Low Carb Denver who had lost over 100 pounds.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They actually did a show of hands in this audience of 800 people, and there was hands everywhere that went up for 50 pounds lost, 100 pounds lost.
Yeah.
Add a comment for us. Let us know how much you have lost following your diet.
Right.
And it's pretty amazing.
It is.
Hands down. You don't see that with other diets.
And why is it so easy?
Go ahead.
Because the foods are delicious.
Yeah. Point 2, you get to eat delicious foods.
Right.
So you're a Nebraska born and raised boy, so meat and potatoes were kind of like so you still get the meat.
I still get the meat.
Yeah.
Yep. But Omaha steaks are like, known around the world. And so that's the kind of food that we grew up in. Now, obviously, those Omaha steaks became grain-fed over the years because they could, fatten them up a little bit better. But now we eat grass-fed.
Yeah. Well, actually, when I was growing up, my grandfather was a butcher. We actually raised our own meat. So I guess I did get raised on grass-fed beef, and we were all healthy and active and everything until the table started turning in the 70s.
Well, we became grain-fed to fatten us up, right?
Exactly, to fatten us up. That's exactly right.
So steak, eggs, bacon, cheese, sour cream. I mean, all the really good stuff. Butter, we put butter. I put butter on my steak. We put butter on vegetables. It's just the foods are so delicious, so satisfying.
Right, and hunger satisfying. So that's point number 3. You are never hungry on this diet.
Right.
And I would say that it cuts down on cravings as well. Now, do desserts still look good to us? Sure, yeah. But are they really overly challenging to say no to? Absolutely not.
No, I think we've had an easier time even with a birthday cake sitting right in front of me.
Yeah.
It's okay. You just say, no, I don't think I'm going to do that.
Yeah, and truly you don't feel a need to devour it.
Now, plus, because you're not hungry all the time, that makes intermittent fasting, and extending that fasting period much easier because you don't feel like you have to have, something in your stomach right away in the morning or, multiple times through the day.
Yeah. Yeah, so keto or low carb, which is what I follow, and intermittent fasting just go hand in hand and give you that acceleration.
Right.
So also, I would add that because you're eating these types of foods, you do not get the tired feeling. So point number 4, right? You are just never tired. I think we had accepted the life that after lunch, you just got tired.
Oh, yeah. I can remember sitting in chemistry class after lunch in college and
my goodness.
Like not being able to keep my eyes open. And it, because, you're having, burgers and crap, like that. The same thing in the morning. What do we do? What a lot of people do in the morning. What I used to do, coffee and donuts, and then about mid-morning you're just starting to drag. So you're going for more coffee or you're going for more donuts, know. So
right. Some quick pick me up.
Yeah, it's that roller
There's none
coaster.
of that roller coaster. So you get up in the morning, and after a wonderful night's sleep.
That's something important we should say. I mean, I have not used an alarm clock for over 2 years, and I used to have to drag my butt out of bed in the morning. Just always tired. Never slept well. I would stay up late at night. Couldn't. It just that I would do that terrible bad cycle. So now we're typically we've got a full day. We're never tired. 9:30, 10 o'clock. We kind of it's time to turn off the lights, turn off the TV, and I'm typically waking up before 6. You're waking up right after me, and I don't know the last time that I have heard an alarm clock go off.
Yeah, we just don't need it.
No.
Yeah, our bodies are in a natural rhythm because they're rested.
It's very cool.
Yeah, and that goes hand in hand into our 5th point, which is
maybe not number 5, but it's like
it's
like
not,
right up there. But it is our 5th today that we're getting.
Yeah, and that is improvements in health across the board. When Keith started before his 80-pound weight loss, blood work was just just really not something to be super proud of.
No, and that's part of what kind of sparked you to let me know that you didn't have a good feeling that I'd be around for very much longer. My inflammatory markers were sky high. I had low HDLs. I had high triglycerides. You know, all those things. My glucose typically ran high.
Yeah, and I will say cholesterol is a big topic in low-carb keto world, and we are preparing a video for you guys, so we will go into that coming up here real soon.
But my CRP came down like to negligible levels. My HDLs went up. My triglycerides came down. My HbA1c is at a nice low level.
Yeah.
You know, the 80 pounds I lost off my frame has just made my joints feel so much better. I mean, it's just the health benefits are undeniable.
Yeah, and I'm going to add, from a wife's standpoint, that your snoring ended in a week.
Weeks,
Yeah. So because you were no longer snoring, you know, and I do equate that to the anti-inflammatory effect of the diet, but it also helped me fall asleep much better.
Right, and I get an honorable mention then too.
Okay, go ahead.
I still get to drink Michelob Ultra.
Yes. Okay. Well, that would be your honorable mention. I'll one up you. So you get to look good in Under Armour. In fact, I wore Under Armour today for you.
Yeah. So if you've listened to us, you know that I always wanted to have Under Armour because it looked so good on the mannequins in you know, at the sporting goods store because they're like buff. But I always knew I'd be a fat guy in Under Armour. So now I get to. Now I'm not as fat guy in Under Armour.
All right.
So
well, there you go.
And I'm okay with that.
All right, so hey, I hope that speaks to you guys. We're on a good path. Thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe to our channel. We'll be back next week with a new video.
We'll
Thanks.
see you.